Hey guys, it's Klaus. Welcome back, welcome back. Are you ready for another holy shit game? Huh? Let's watch Spotted from the Relic clan. Shout out to you guys. And he's driving his AMX 13105, that tier 10 French light tank. And he's called Spotted, but I think he should change his name to Spotter. Because he's more of a spotter than a spotted, as you will see. Let's just watch this game. It's another one of these holy shit games. You watch it and you go, holy shit. Now what do you expect from a light tank when you're on an open field map and you got a tier 10 light tank on your team? What do you hope that he does? Well, you hope that he gets spotted. How the fuck did he get spotted? He got spotted by the other tier 10 light tank. And he's smart enough to know that, well, he's got to go stealth again. And then get into this bush. And there's a tree's fallen, and he spotted someone else. Now, sit back, relax, get yourself a cup of coffee, start watching, and we're going to discuss the ins and outs and nuances and particulars of this game while Mr. Spotted shows us how to spot. He's obviously got a fantastic crew. Look at his view range circles. View range must be maxed out. I'm sure he is running optics. He's running food consumables. So he doesn't have binocs, which would probably give him more spotting distance, but he's in a tier 10. So with the optics, he's probably got over, I'm going to guess, close to 500 meter view range, which makes his detection really good. He can, even if some enemy tanks have camouflage, he can detect them. You know how that works, right? I'm not going to go through it again. But anyway, he's got really good detection range here. And he's sitting in this bush, and he's managed almost 3,000 spotting assist already. And he's kind of lit. All right, let's get into the discussion here. Because I know a lot of, there's some people that have the point of view, well, he spotted all these enemies, which has caused his team to stop and shoot them, which means they're going to lose. Just a ridiculous, pathetic, hopeless argument. Kind of one of those, you can't win. You argue with people and you can't win because they argue a point from the opposite point of view and conclude that they're correct. So what he's done here is look at the minimap. He has not only has he spotted for over 3,000 HP of damage, and do you even know what that means yet? Because let's explain that to start off with. If he had not detected the enemies that he has detected so far, and now he's getting close to 4,000 spotting assist. If he had not detected these enemies, then his team would not have this 4,000 HP of damage, because they would not have been lit on the map. Do you understand that? So aside from allowing or assisting his team from doing 4,000 damage, he has also provided a huge amount of intelligence. And I look at the minimap and I see a lot of dots around the spawn area and the base. You can count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 7, and maybe a couple that he hasn't spotted, which tells me that not a lot of the enemy has gone to the hill. Okay, so when I'm in a medium tank or with a platoon or in a mobile tank, and I have a teammate on my team like this guy, who some would argue, oh, he's just camping in a bush. When someone provides this kind of information, you can just say, oh, well, a whole bunch of teams just stayed at the base. They're not really, they don't have a lot of guys on the hill. This team should have taken the hill, which they have, and you see all these camping guys kind of where the Jagdpanzer E100 is and the Foch 155. The reason I call them camping is because I'm going to guess that they probably, whenever they spawn on this map, that's where they go. Okay? They go to C4 and C5 or D3, whatever the... oh, look, it's this map. I'm going to D3. And I will sit there the whole game. Regardless of the intelligence that the light tanks or the spotting people, spotted in this case, provides them. And you know, in the real world, let's say this was a real battle, and one of the teams had some intelligence and they knew where almost all the enemies were at the beginning. Then they would just sit around and say, oh, okay, well, we know where all the enemies are. Most of them have just stayed way back around their base, so we will take positions here, here, and here, and we'll surround them, and we'll get them in the crossfire, and we'll annihilate them immediately, because intelligence is wins battles. But in this game, intelligence doesn't do anything. So even though they've got a light tank that's basically given them the intel on all the enemies, there will be players that will just go, I'm on this map, I go to D3. That's all there is to it. I'm going to D3. I know that he's moved up there, and I know that he only spotted 2 guys heading to the hill, so we could easily take the hill and move up 2/3 of the way. I'm not going. I'm going to D4, and that's as far as I'm going. So that's the way it goes, you know, and this is why when you play a light tank, it's difficult because you have to rely on your teammates. You're going to do the spotting and provide the intel, and not only do you want your teammates to shoot, but you want them to react to the information you provide and readjust themselves on the map so that you can outplay the enemy. And these guys are not outplaying anyone. The good thing they did is they took the hill because, well, at least Mr. Spotted here provided the intel that really not many of the enemies went to the hill, so they aggressively took that. But there's some TDs kind of just a little north of him that are in their favorite spot, and they will not be forced to move. So alas, in a light tank, sometimes you have to move in and use your gun yourself. And this is what he's doing. He's had enough of that spot. But look at how much spotting assist he's done so far. And remember, if he had not gone to that position and detected the enemies that he did, then those guys that just... Look, they're being flanked, those TDs. They haven't even reacted yet. All these TDs, kind of, there's 1, 2, 3. The bad chat's moving in now, but... Like, how... You know, does he have to spot everyone and he's going to take this guy out? Oh, no, he didn't take him out. The guy went invisible. I thought he died, but he didn't die. The bad chat's going to go sack. Oh, he got him. No, he didn't get him. Oh, I'm confused. Okay, what I was saying is, well, anyways, that enemy's dead. How the hell did that enemy even get there? Look at that wall of TDs right there that are in their favorite spot in the bushes there. My point was, if he had not detected the enemies that he did, then those players would have gone to that spot anyways. I always go to C4 no matter what. That's where I go when I play this map. They would have went there and not seen anybody and not taken any shots. And they wouldn't have the 8,000 HP damage that he provided the intel for. And they'd be sitting there wondering, well, where's the enemies? They'd be lit because that light tank was basically behind them, lighting them for the enemies. They'd be getting shot. And they'd be saying, stupid game, can't see the tanks, they're invisible. But next game, I've played 6,342 games on this map, but next time I load on this map, I'm going to D3 again. We'll see how it goes. And as a light tank driver, you just have to realize that that's how it is. That you're going to have players on your team, like that Jagdpanzer 100 and Foch, and I'm not trying to slag them too much, just using the Jagdpanzer's dead. They're going to go to that spot every fucking game when they load in on this map. It does not matter what intelligence or what a light tank spots or where the enemies... All the enemies could be camping at their spawn. A light tank could get that intel and they will not move from that spot. They will wait there all game until finally an enemy appears in their render range. Because they will not react to the intelligence that a spotter, or in this game, Spotted. Mr. Spotted. I'm going to call you Spotter. Can I call you Spotter? This guy's just, he actually clipped the E-100 himself. He basically provided the intelligence that a lot of the enemy team was just camping around their spawn, and somehow they did not win the hill. I mean, some of their guys went up the hill, but a lot of the TD support sat right around here, right where he is now, just sat here, and they must really like this spot. And when they get this map again in the rotation, the next 273 times, this is where they're going to come. This is where I go in my TD, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they have good games, sometimes they have bad games, and that's just the way it is. And you're a light tank driver, and you provide information, and every team, enemy team, distributes their tanks differently. You provide that information, and it doesn't matter. Your teammates don't give a flying fuck. Or maybe being too harsh, maybe they just don't know what to do with the information. I drove up the hill once and I got shot. I'm not going back up there again, even though your light tank has scoped out the area and there's only one enemy on the hill and there's 11 of you. Let's just wait here and see what happens. And it's time, game after game after game after game. That tends to happen. But now let's watch him clip this guy, and he's invisible. On his Avu, but he got him anyway because he's smart enough to know that he could keep shooting even when an enemy disappears. And can he take one more shot here? One more shot on the Badger? Oh, plat dormir, which means I think I want to go to bed in French, but in this game it means I bounced off the Badger. And look at him, he's still racking up the damage assist. He's up to 13,000. 13,000! And the TDs have backed up into cover. Well, understandably now that they're losing the game and the enemy somehow took the... He's got another 1,000 spotting assists. He's just, I think, trying not to die now, and he's getting spotting assists by mistake. Let's see how he can pull this game out of the bag here. Now, but think about it. The 13,000 spotting assist, what does that mean? If he had not detected those enemies, which his teammates shot, for 13,000 damage, those enemies would not even have appeared on their screens. Okay? They wouldn't have seen them because he spotted them. If he wasn't here, they wouldn't have seen them. So it would have been a 15-0 loss. The enemies would have rolled over them. So, and another one's dead. Another one bites the dust. And now he knows there's no one on the hill because he knows where all the enemies are. He spotted all of them. He knows that it's safe up on the hill. But his teammates don't know, and the object is going back to the favorite bush down there, right? The Foch, well, I guess he's coming up to it. But what's the object doing? He's going back to the spot. I started the game here and I had to move, but now I'm going back. I like it here. And he's spotting this guy. There's not a lot of time left. He knows that there's only 3 enemies left. He spotted that STRV. The object doesn't have a shot from where he is. The Foch doesn't have a shot from where he is. So your light tank is providing intelligence for you guys. You know now where that STRV is, and you know where 2 enemies are not. And now one of the teammates is pinging the map there, saying, move up to that other ridge line. Your light tank is spotting for you. One of the dead guys actually knows what's going on, and he's pinging for the object and the Foch to kind of just move up a little bit, so when this guy spots this SCRV, they could take a shot. And they're reluctant to move up because they like it where they were. They're uncomfortable in new places. And now look where the light tank is. He's continuing to move up. Even the fact that he has not spotted anyone yet here, and he's not dead, the TD should be moving up, following him, right? They should know there's probably not an enemy at least 200-300 meters in front of him. He would see the enemy if they were there. There, now he's seen the artillery. The TDs are nowhere to be seen. They don't have a shot, so he has to do it himself. And I could go on and on and on. But anyways, they're down to 2 now, and they've stopped. You could move to the next knoll. You could move down south a little bit more because he's gonna spot someone here. And one of the dead teammates is pinging. Move up there, guys. Go support your light tank. And you're wondering, why is he not moving? Why? Well, he is reloading, but he's also watching his teammates going, if I move up and spot and get hit, those guys aren't anywhere near being able to shoot. So he's had to wait for them to move to the next null. Now he's going to try and track this guy. Oh, and he did not track him. Can he track him? Why are his TDs not shooting? Oh, he missed. Are they going to take a shot? Yes, one of them took a shot. Not two of them. Oh, it's just painful to watch. And now he's moving in again. Are the TDs moving? They're actually moving. And probably because there's less than a minute now. There's less than a minute to go in the game. It's probably time I move up. And the Foch is fast. And the object is fairly fast. Is he going to get one more shot here? Is he going to get one more shot? Can he take him out? He got some more detection. Oh, he bounced. That little Swedish guy. He's fast. He's running away faster than than his guys are moving up. And there's 21 seconds. Can they kill the last two guys? There's not enough time to cap. And now watch this. This is absolutely classic. Absolutely classic. There's 14 seconds left. And the Foch is pinging, help, 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 help me. Help me, I'm going in. No one ever helps me. Help. the TD is calling help now. Help. Help me. Oh, the game's over. Oh, no one help me. Absolutely classic. A draw. A draw. Let's look at the stats here, though. Look at this. He did 3,000 damage himself, but how much detection did he do? How much detection did he do? Damage assist, almost 16,000. Made over 100,000 credits. For a draw, because that's how it goes sometimes in a light tank. You have to rely on your teammates to help you win. Help, help, help! There's 15 seconds left. I'm a TD. I've moved up. They've spotted me. Help, help! Oh, help me, help me! No one ever helps me. Oh, it's another draw. Scrub team, you didn't help me. I called help. Why didn't you help?